Hello everyone. Today we're going to talk about App Inventor. App Inventor is a tool App Inventor is a web application. App Inventor is a web-based integrated development environment, originally provided by Google and now maintained by the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. MIT. It uses a graphic user interface very similar to Scratch, which is another programming language designed for kids or any beginners who want to learn to code, also maintained by MIT. In creating App Inventor, Google uses a lot of previous research in educational computing and work done within Google on online development environments. App Inventor was first released in 2010, and it was developed by Google, MIT's Media Lab, and MIT Computer Science and Artificial Intelligence Lab. App Inventor is written in Java, Kawa, and Scheme. And the operating system is currently in Android, and the iOS version is currently in beta testing. A lot of people have been using App Inventor. As of February 2020, there were 286,000 weekly active users and 10 million registered users in 195 countries. And in total, these users have created over 43 million Android apps. So now we're on the App Inventor homepage, and let's walk through what the App Inventor homepage is. So once you land on the App Inventor homepage, you will be able to see a button with Create Apps, which we will be going in to create our first app together. And on this homepage, you will see the active users today, active users this week, registered users, countries, and apps built. You can also see other call to action here with the donate button and all that. One thing that I want to point out that are great resources for people who are learning to make their first apps is all these resources that App Inventor has built here. If you click into Get Started, there are a lot of different resources already built for you to learn about how to set up the phone or tablet for testing, take a tour of the App Inventor environment, some of the beginner tutorials, and how to share your apps with other people. There are also step-by-step tutorials for you to create even more apps. So they are divided into different categories of difficulties and using different components, which we'll talk about in the next video. So once you click inside, for example, if you want to create a chat app, then you'll be able to see all the components that you will need to create this app, and also all the components and the layouts that you will need to know in order to build this app. So I'll highly encourage you all to check out these tutorials. They are very detailed step-by-step tutorials and very useful for you to gain an understanding of App Inventor. Now, as I come back to the homepage, there are also the Teach page for any educators that want to teach App Inventor. And they have included curriculum in computational thinking, mobile CSP, computer science principles, mobile computer science principles endorsed by the College Board, And there's also new developments in terms of artificial intelligence with App Inventor, Internet of Things with App Inventor, etc., etc. So if you're looking to start a tutorial or an education group or after school program with App Inventor, highly recommend to check these out. And they're very helpful in guiding you through the curriculum step by step. Lastly, there are also a lot of resources for people who would like to ask questions. They're on, and it's quite active where you're able to ask questions on various issues that you got stuck, or in general, bugs or questions that you have about App Inventor. With that, we're going to jump right in and create an account with App Inventor, and let's get started. Once you click into the Create Apps function, you'll be prompted to key in your. Once you press on the Create Apps button, a pop-up will appear and it will ask you to sign in using any of your Google address. And I'm going to use my own personal address. And feel free to use any sort of any account. It could be your school account, it could be your work account, or just your personal account. I myself have created many different apps, so you'll be able to see a lot of apps there. And once you jump into App Inventor, there will be some sort of pop-ups that let you know some of the latest released, and just press continue for now. And yeah, like you'll be directed to your project area. And the project area is where you see the apps that you've created. And in order to start a new project, you just press Start New Project. So the project that we're creating is called Balloon Pop, which is our first app. Now, App Inventor doesn't like us to have a space on the app name, so don't worry about how it looks like. It's just the name of the project inside App Inventor. You can always change how your app look like on the App Store, on your home, or on your phone's homepage. So this is merely just for you to name your project under App Inventor. So there we go. We have jumped into our first project. This is the balloon app. This is the Balloon Pop project. And I'm going to walk us through the designer interface and the blocks interface before we jump right into the building of the app. So there we go. We are now inside our App Inventor project of Balloon Pop, our first project. And in the next several video, I'm going to familiarize you guys with the App Inventor interface first. First with the designer interface, which is where we are right now. And then the blocks interface, which is where the coding happens. So I'll see you in the next video.